Well, oh, it's an American flag behind it. I like this. I'm downtown Washington, D.C., and these are all the small businesses that are closed. So I want to cover a little bit about what to do if you haven't gotten your Corona grant. And I'm not talking about the unemployment from your Department of Labor or the IRS. This is for freelancers, people working at home, or small businesses, yeah, things like that. Now that's the one that seems to be really backed up. Now it just went online, this week, and the part for freelancers I think just went online today, and they are so screwed up with trying to fill the applications. So I want to give you some ideas about how to get through that. And don't stop. They're going to give out a bunch of money. Most importantly, they're talking right now, Nancy Pelosi and Mitch McConnell now want to give out 100 billion more. So that they're giving out 350 billion, and it seems to be going fast. So they're giving out 250 billion more at least. Now it's probably going to be more. What Pelosi wants in a session to just helping the businesses and freelancers is to have money for hospitals so they could buy protection equipment and things like that are also needed. So I think they'll negotiate. They hope to do that in the next day or two. So that's really, to me, an incentive to keep applying, keep figuring this stuff out. If you go to sba.gov and then search for Corona programs, and there's 4 programs there. So the PPP, that's the payroll one. That's the one that's really backed up because you have to go through banks and stuff like that. And so that takes some time. And then the banks are, a lot of them are only helping their current customers. So you're a small business and finally need help and want to go to the bank because the government's giving you money that you don't have to pay back, but they're doing it through banks. You can't even get through there. So one of the things to do is look for 2 other kinds of banks. One is the community banks. Community banks are smaller little well, they're supposed to be nonprofit, but if you go to icba.org and find out about community banks, and where are the community banks on your area, they have a big map of the United States to find them. So these are a little more friendly things and don't work from Wall Street, kind of thing. So that's important to do, to know about. Also, in applying, if you go back to the SBA website, there's another loan there called the EIDL. EIDL. Now, that's not the PPP. So if you don't want to go PPP, actually the EIDL is important because it's an application through the SBA. The SBA files that application, so you don't have to go through a bank. So that will be easier to apply a little quicker. The PPP is less requirements, but the EIDL may be a little more stringent, but they have a $10,000 grant. So you can get that grant faster than you would, getting the PPP maybe. So that's something to investigate. Okay, so that's on the SBA website. So you go sbawebsite.gov and do that. Now the other thing, you still want to use the PPP because that's a lot bigger money that you don't have to pay back. Try the community banks, which is icba.org, and also look for something called non-bank SBA lenders. Non-bank SBA lenders. So these people are less likely to have hanging around the country club people who seem to maybe getting all this money. Because I just heard that like Marriott's getting all this money for PPP. Now they're a gazillion organization, but because they have separate restaurants, they're saying they need this money too. So if someone like Marriott gets first in line because they know the banker, but you who have a little taco stand or just a freelancer out of your apartment, you're going to be behind there. So that's why these other organizations and the other opportunities are important to investigate. There's always something more. And remember, use your elected official. Man, that's the only power any of us have in the system. So you get screwed up and fill out the application. You don't know if they got it or not or something. And you try again, and then, okay, then you call your elected official. And you have 2 senators and a congressman. They're the ones that have, control over the SBA and all these other national things because they pay their salary, okay? And so even with your employment thing, if you're going for that, that almost $4,000 or $5,000 a month thing, that they have at the Department of Labor in your state. Now that you have to apply locally, but still use your senator and your 2 senators and or congressmen to kick that down. One of the club members, the Lesko Help Club, was saying that, oh, I applied and I never heard from anybody. Okay, so you try again, you see what systems they have set up, you try them and you still don't hear back, then you contact your elected official and you beat on them, say, hey, they want to help you and they have the most power to help possibility. You may have to wait in line there too. That's okay. It's going to be that way. It's going to be a pain in the ass in life. Now, nothing's going to be easy. Nothing's going to be regular. So just stay polite. But you have to keep the energy that you're going to keep looking. If you've got a roadblock, you have to figure out another way over, around, or through that roadblock. And I think that's everything for life. And we just give up too easily, particularly if life we think is easy, and it's not. So start playing harder, but be nice. Play nice. That's the important thing. You play nice. So what else? Okay, let's go help. Boy, got lots of good questions there. I've been helping every day. I got to go back and ask her, help another 10 people as soon as I get back. And that's where people come and ask me, hey, where do I get money for do this? Like your health care or something. Maybe you're not covered. Well, I'll send you a report in your state where you get all the free and low-cost health care is available in your state. That's going to be there because a lot of you, if you were working and had a health care, you probably don't have it now. So we need that more than anything. Maybe there's something to what Bernie says. But there's existing programs you ought to try. And that's right. It's all about trying. I can't guarantee that you'll call this website or whatever and get something for free. Nobody can guarantee anything except the people giving out the money. But I can guarantee that the programs I show you are real and they have the potential of helping you. And that's what you have to know, that you're knocking on the right kind of doors with some kind of hope instead of just going to Google, searching for free dental care, and you'll get coupons from all these dentists that really want to just charge you. And you don't want that because you don't have any money. But you think that's your only option, so you take it and you'll go into debt and whatever. And also, I just put up a great video about how if you're in lockup and you want to make some money just because you know English. There's now, and I sent out 30 websites that where you can make money at home just because you know English. Actually, there's people all over the world want to learn English. And so you may be up in the middle of the night helping kids in China learn their English,